Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sarah Hawley and I'm on the journey to refining my personal style. A few years ago, I went through a massive declutter of everything that I owned, took it all out, got rid of things from decades ago that I just never wore. I also severely injured my back in the process, but I'll link that video below if you really want to see the full story. Anyway, even with all of that extra weight lifted off me, I still felt like I haven't found my style. I have pieces I love, I have outfits that really work for me, but I still don't have a direction. And so I'm hoping after today I can set a better direction so that as I get ready in the morning and as I start purchasing and investing in more pieces, I'm investing in things that are going to last and that are going to feel like me for years to come. Our approach for today is to follow the 3-word method, which is a style theory that was created by Allison Bornstein, who's a New York City-based stylist that works with celebrities and normal people alike to really refine their personal style. I'm a couple years late to the game on this. I know others have been using this for a while, but I've heard from so many people, both in and out of YouTube, that this has worked for them that I feel like it's time for me to give it a shot. Here's how it works. There are 3 words that are supposed to attribute to both your current style and your desired style. So the first word is your practical and realistic word. It's the word that best describes the clothes that you find yourself wearing most frequently. The second word is your aspirational word. It's the word that when you look over your Pinterest boards and the types of clothes that you're drawn to, regardless of whether or not they're the ones you wear most frequently or that fill up your closet, that's the word that you want to incorporate more into your personal style. And the third word is the emotional word. It's the word that you want to feel when you put on your clothes or when you look at your closet. And so I have an idea of what my words are going to be, but I really want to follow the process to make sure that I'm really picking the right 3 words because I may have another declutter planned very soon. To find your practical word, Allison recommends picking clothes that you find yourself drawn to and wearing most often. Not necessarily your favorite pieces, but the pieces you're drawn to over and over again out of your closet. Now, it's winter, obviously, so I have a couple of my most worn in the summer, and I'm hopeful that the words I find today are going to kind of cross seasons, but we will cross that bridge when we get there, many months from now. So I grabbed some clothes that I love wearing. These are the types of clothes that I find I have to intentionally space out or else I would wear them over and over and over again. So I'll show you a few of them. There is this And Other Stories emerald wrap. I love it. I've had it for years. It consistently is one of my favorite pieces of my wardrobe. This is a newer find. I thrifted this when I was in Seattle, and I just love the details on it. It feels like me. It has this little ruffed sleeve. I love this. This is another old piece I've had, gosh, for at least 6-7 years maybe. It's a Madewell top. It has a really cute kind of tie sleeve situation. It's quite boxy, but the structure of the sleeves kind of makes up for it for me. This is another newer thrift find. This is also And Other Stories. It is quite trendy with the ties down the middle, but it also has, again, an interesting sleeve. I'm wondering if there's a theme here, but I love this. This is really fun for date night. I find myself wanting to wear this girls' night, date night, kind of anything around the town. Another new-ish purchase for me. I bought myself this for Christmas. This is an Ann Taylor, quite thick knit with, is this called a Peter Pan collar? I don't know what it's called. I have quite a few shirts with this collar, actually. I should figure out what it's called. But a shirt like this, I love it. It's warm, it's cozy, the fabric's amazing. That's a big fan of that one. Lastly, this is from a brand called Pink Rose. I like this because it's a little sassy. I can kind of zip up from the bottom and the top, which creates kind of a nice silhouette on me. And I love the color. And so this is another easy, comfortable, warm, soft staple. For pants, I'm not even going to pull them out because I'm just going to show you. I wear the Levi ribcage straight jeans. I have them in 4 or 5 colors. Every single one I do have to get taken in the back or else I have a gap, but they fit me so well. I love how high they are. I love how they are wide enough that I don't feel like they accentuate the widest part of my legs, but they still don't feel so big that I lose myself in them. So these are definitely my go-to staples. I have some others that I love, but I wouldn't say are as easy to just throw on reliably and feel good. So looking at my favorites, there's certainly color in here. I don't shy away from color, but I also do love a monochromatic, all creams, all tans. And so I don't know that I would consider that my primary word, but there's almost every single one of these has something interesting to them or something somewhat feminine to them. So this wrap really accentuates my little waist and looks, I would say, quite feminine in the balloon sleeves, and so that could work. Less flare here, more kind of classic feminine. This one, definitely flare, but also feminine. Looking at this one, I wouldn't say that it's the most fitted, but the sleeves are, again, flare and feminine. So I am starting to see a good theme here. This one definitely still has the feminine aspect of it because of the almost like the sexiness of the crop with the double zipper. So you can put that in that category. I don't really know, maybe flare with the collar and just kind of this is more of a bold pattern, bold cut. So yeah, this could be kind of in the flare category. And then this one, very feminine. Looking at all of these, I'm going to say that feminine is going to be one of my 3 words. I struggle a little bit with that because I actually feel like feminine is also a bit of an aspirational word for me. I want to incorporate more feminine accents, more frills, more kind of hourglass, sort of overtly feminine type styles. I would actually add this shirt is also another one of my very common, I love the bow type of clothes. So, okay, for now, we're gonna stick with feminine as our first word. Moving on to my aspirational word, I thought we could look at 2 different sources for insight into what that word could be. The first being my Pinterest. So pulling up my Pinterest, we're just gonna scroll through and observe the types of themes that we might see. We have quite structural tops, especially at the top here. Again, some more feminine flair. I love the big collars, the gingham. Typically when I find something that has a unique shape, especially one that isn't overtly oversized, I am drawn to those types of pieces. I love kind of a corset style, especially in the summer. Unfortunately, I live in Michigan and winters are cold, and so it's a little bit harder to get that emphasis on kind of structure or bodice. I quite like the shape of my body. I'm really grateful for that, and so I like to accentuate kind of my hourglass figure, the smallness of my waist, and so things like this type of dress that have more of that corset bodice style, I'm really drawn to. So again, you're seeing quite a bit of outfits that really have more accentuate my top half, flare out at the bottom half. I love the structure of this. This, again, would be very aspirational. I don't own any of these items, but I love the structure of the big collar over a slightly more fitted and professional set of trousers. This is a really fun piece too. I'd be curious how I'd feel about the shoulders, but I think the word that keeps coming up here is silhouette or shape or structure. Okay, I think that's enough inspiration for now. The last idea I had before we finalized my second word is to ask ChatGPT for a variety of words that could kind of fall into the type of style I was looking at. Some things that ChatGPT recommended were words like tailored, sculptural, defined, architectural, feminine, dramatic, refined, chic, polished, whimsical. Some of those feel like they really fit, some of them not so much. I don't really want to aspire too much to be chic or polished. To me, those feel a little bit too stuffy. Like, I really like the idea of having kind of more fun in my wardrobe. Tailored feels a little bit too sort of sharp. I don't know if that makes sense. Words like sculptural, architectural, refined, whimsical, Those are all quite fun. I do think I'm leaning towards silhouette. To me, that takes in sculptural and architectural, the kind of shapeliness of them, but silhouette to me has sort of an undercurrent of being a more romantic word than just the shape itself. So I think we might be landing on silhouette as my second word. All right, for my last word, it's my emotional word. It's the word I want to feel when I'm wearing the clothes that I choose. I have a couple in mind already. The first one that came to my mind was confident. And I like that word because it's true. I want to put on an outfit and feel confident. I'm leaning towards that look good, feel good, do good type of mindset. So if I'm wearing something I feel like looks good, I'm going to feel good, and then I'm going to do good. I did also ask ChatGPT for some other words that could kind of fall into the category I'm thinking. So the words I gave it were confidence, unique, joyful, intentional, and upscale. So those are ones that I was kind of playing with. And ChatGPT gave me empowered, radiant, elegant, bold, authentic, graceful, refined, playful, sophisticated, and poised. Lots of words to choose from. A couple that stood out are unique, authentic, playful. I like those. I think authentic to me, I do want to feel authentic, and I think fundamentally that's why I'm going through this experience and going through kind of trying to refine my style, because I want to, in every part of my life, feel more authentically me. But I don't think that that's the right word, because my hope is if I am keeping with my 3 words, my entire closet feels authentic, whether it is feminine or has a silhouette or whatever my last word chooses to be. So I think yes to authentic, but not necessarily one of my words. I'm wondering how much playful and feminine kind of go together, whereas confident really does feel like a new word. Okay, I think I'm talking myself into it. I'm just gonna stick with confident for now, and then if that doesn't work, and I'm worried it's a little too much pressure somehow, then I think we step back and we move more towards playful. Because in the clothes that I showed you at the beginning, there was totally playful aspects of the frills and the collars and the colors. And so that definitely could be one. So we'll play with it a little bit. This means we have chosen my 3 words. So the 3 words that I'm going to try to frame my style around over the next couple of weeks and just kind of see how it goes is feminine, silhouette, and confident. I think I can do that. I'm also going to run this by some of my friends because they know me so well that I think that they could also help from a third-party perspective provide input into my words. So let's stick with those, give it a few weeks, and then I promise to report back on how I felt like the 3-word method generally was helping, and also if I ended up sticking with these 3 words or adjusting them along the way. Thank you for being here. I would encourage you guys to either try out 3 words for yourself, or if you have tried the 3-word theory, comment down below and if it works for you and what your words are. I would be so curious about kind of the variety of words that people choose. And I encourage you, again, check out Allison Bornstein. She has a great platform and all sorts of great ideas. She also published a book. There's lots out there from her, and so I would really encourage you to check out her stuff. And thank you to her for coming up with a method like this. All right, I will see you soon with a new closet to clutter using my 3 words, and we will see how it works for me. All right, you guys, I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.